Dani Carvajal's return is meant to be a relief. A familiar face back on the right flank, voice in the dressing room, a player whose intensity and reading of the game have shaped Real Madrid's rhythm for years. But what we're watching now feels closer to a high-stakes gamble than a celebration. The club has slowly reintroduced him, minutes by minutes, testing muscle memory first as an impact sub, and then trusting him with a full match, and every step of that process has been logged, measured, and debated behind closed doors. Medical staff are not simply cautious for the sake of caution. They remember what a relapse can do to momentum, to a player's confidence, and to the manager's tactical options. At 33, Carvajal carries both invaluable experience and a body that demands careful management. Every sprint, every training session, every 90 minutes is a variable that could tip the balance between a fully restored starter and a season-long setback. The arrival of Alexander-Arnold changed the equation. Where once Carvajal's place at right back was rarely questioned, now Alonso has available a contrasting profile. A younger, more distribution-focused fullback who brings variety to build-up and can cover big distances with fresh legs. That competition has pushed Carvajal, who has responded like the professional he is, working on conditioning, reading matches intelligently, making small tactical adjustments to stay threatening without overextending himself. But motivation and discipline don't erase the physical realities. The club's dilemma is clear: play him when the team needs his leadership and intensity, or shield him to preserve the long-term plan and protect against another injury flare-up. The matches he's featured in offer a small but telling sample. His substitute minutes established rhythm without heavy load. The subsequent start showed he can still handle tactical demands. Yet the staff's silence after those games speaks volumes about the watchful approach. Xabi Alonso must thread a needle few coaches enjoy, balancing short-term ambition with long-term health. A single wrong call, too many minutes, a packed schedule, an ill-timed high-intensity training block could force Alonso into reshuffles that would ripple across his lineup. That's the gamble. A fully fit Carvajal gives Alonso an option who brings a unique blend of aggression and situational intelligence on the flank. Someone who knows how to press, how to time overlaps, and how to read opposition run. A relapsed Carvajal removes that option and hands the key role to a player with a different skill set, forcing the manager to alter patterns of play and rely on other transitions. The tactical consequences are real. With Alexander-Arnold in the squad, Real Madrid can opt for more build-up from the back, wider passing angles, and linked play through the full backs. Carvajal's strengths, relentless runs, defensive intensity, and positional instincts suit a different approach, one that leans on immediate overloads on the flank and a higher defensive edge. Alonso's choice is not merely about two players, it's about the identity he wants for the team on any given night, and about how he manages resources across a demanding calendar. There's also a human element that shouldn't be glossed over. For a player whose club is his city and whose career is entwined with Real Madrid's recent history, the desire to help is enormous. Carvajal wants to compete, to be there when the team needs grit and leadership. The club, however, holds longer-term responsibility for his health, for squad stability, and for the collective goals that stretch beyond a single fixture. That tension between a veteran's pride and the club's caution is what makes the story compelling and controversial. Support staff will monitor training loads, tweak recovery protocols, and stagger minutes. Coaching will lean on rotation and tactical nuance to extract value without asking too much. But even with the best science and planning, football remains unpredictable. A single collision, a twist, an overloaded match can undo careful work. Fans feel it too, the hope that a hero will return to form, the fear that a relapse might mean losing not just a player but a touchstone of identity. As the season unfolds, every substitution, every selection around the right flank will be watched with far more interest than usual because the stakes are bigger than one position. This is why the comeback isn't yet a story of triumph or tragedy, but a live narrative about choices, managerial, medical, and human. Carvajal's comeback is a gamble because the reward is high, a tested leader fit to contribute, and the cost of one mistake is costly, tactical instability and lost minutes that cannot be easily recovered. In the end, the question the club, the manager and the supporters must answer together is simple but brutal. When does protecting a player become a strategy that costs you on the pitch, and when does exposing a player to risk become a gamble that could unravel the season? That balance will define not only Carvajal's year, but the shape of Real Madrid's right side for months to come, and until we see consistent, risk-free minutes, every appearance will feel like another turn of the wheel.